Hey, today I wanted to share with you something, an analogy to understand how things in your life change over time. See, I never come uninvited in a person's life. The ones who need my help are looking for the ones who can help them through it. I'm looking to help the ones who need my help. And that's a dynamic that we don't see anything about with our physical eyes. It's this intention that you set out from your deep heart desire to evolve through the situation into transformation. And that dynamic is the most beautiful reason to trust that if you see my message, this is for a reason. There's so much happening that we don't have a clue about. One of the things, for example, is our body. How much does our body do that we don't have any clue about? Can you see that? While you sleep, while you're in your head, while you're working, everything that your body does to keep you alive, to keep you living this life, we cannot even comprehend it to the depth that is actually needed. I was actually watching or understanding a specific analogy that came to my mind. So I had to make a video about it, because you know what? Look at my nails, right? They need to be redone. Okay. Why am I sharing that? Just I hear you. I hear you. Let me explain this analogy. This has been done over. How do I can make this sharp? This has been way too long due. And I don't know if you can see the distance, right? From my nail bed to my finger. This is how my nail has been growing from, let's say, the middle of May till now. That's 6 weeks. That's too long. So look at the growth. Did I ever see my nail growing? Have you ever seen your nail growing? The growth of plants, or watch this beautiful rose, okay? Look at this. The smell is amazing. Everybody knows flowers. This rose, or any rose, have you ever seen a petal moving? And you know that over a span of days, this rose was more closed and grew more open. Do you experience this? There's so much that we as people, as humans, cannot see with our eyes. And yet we think that we know everything. Or that we think that we need to know everything in order to trust things happening in our life. Lotus flowers, they open and close during the day. They're already even close, before the sun is gone, right? Do you ever see them moving? No, you can see when they're closed, you can see when they're open, and you can see the stage in between. But then again, you never see them moving, and yet they do. With the things in your life, what you go through, and what you think may not be changing. If you have an honest conversation with yourself and you say, I really want things to change in my life, then you have to sit with yourself and you have to learn to listen. A question that I started to ask myself over the past months is a question, and you may write that down for yourself as well, is what do I pretend not to know? Starting from the premise that the wisdom is within us and that we don't have to look for it outside of us, it inside of us. And when I see myself behaving in a way that I know, okay, this is an old pattern, and you can sit with it. You can ask for the wisdom. You can see, okay, here I need to adjust my behavior. Well, this is for people who, they really commit to change and transform things in their lives. If that's not you, I think you wouldn't be watching this video right now. 5 minutes in, you would have put it aside. So there's a part of you that really wants to know how you can change things that are not to your benefit anymore. And we all outgrow things and we move into a higher expression of who we are right now. And when you have big goals or you have clarity in your life, you have purpose, you have visions, you become very keen on knowing how to embody that part of you that has it already compared to the part of you that is still acting from not knowing or not behaving or, yeah, not trusting even or pretending not to know. With the story of the rose and with the story of the outgrowing of my nails, when you set intention, we with our human impatience or with our human expectation of now I should have known already the answer, or now the solution would already have been shown, or now the result would already be there, we forget that this incubation period, that I love to call it, has a specific length based upon your own convictions, upon your own limiting beliefs, upon your own action taken, upon your own being committed, consistency with your own approach, with your own growth, with your own behaviors, with your own honesty to yourself, to watch yourself in the mirror, in the eye, and say, you know what, have I been showing up fully to this or not? And if not, you get to understand, I am prolonging myself this cycle here. I have to take responsibility. With you putting out that desire and that intention, the petals of the rose started already moving. The growing of the nails and the hair, because it's just the same, everything in the body was already set in motion. This is what I want you to know. So this comes down to trust and to accept that there are parts. It comes to surrender, that it comes to trust, that it comes to cannot control everything. And the sooner you get this, the sooner you can focus on what you can control, and you enhance it then even better. You enhance it even more. Why am I talking about all of this? In my 11-week program, Truth Core Essence, we dive into all the parts of you that maybe you may not have been considering before, that make a huge impact directly and over time. Because it starts with becoming aware how you can live authentically when it comes to your emotions, your emotional expression, your emotional maturity, and how you have been holding yourself back by not going there where the trigger is, or by behaving in a way that was conditioned, shown to you, and you're looking to move beyond that conditioned reaction. As you have been experiencing, you know what, this is just a cycle that I have to learn to understand, to break, and to reframe so the behavior can become different. If you long to work with me, working on yourself, we go in depth so you can at a deep level understand why specific things are needed in order to move forward in your life. This is not just about setting goals. No, that's a part that we ingrain together in the 6-month program. In the 11-week program, we focus on emotional intelligence. Like, what is it that you do that is not helping you? The depth comes from really understanding. You can also see the truth behind something, and from that truth, you automatically will behave and act differently. And by you seeing it, you allow the difference in your behavior, and by repetition over time, you set up a different life. You set up opportunities and people and different results. So if this speaks to you, then drop the word truth to send you the links how you can know more. And also, if you feel called to have a short conversation with me, 20 minutes, we can do that as well. See, I never come uninvited in a person's life. I'm looking to help the ones who need my help, and the ones who need my help are looking for the ones who can help them through it. And that's a dynamic that we don't see anything about with our eyes, with our physical eyes. It's this intention that you set out from your deep heart desire to solve, not to fix, to evolve through the situation into transformation. And that dynamic is the most beautiful reason to trust that if you see my message, this is for a reason. And maybe you have been following me for a longer time, and you understand that I'm able to help you. And if this is the first time that you see my message, then you can say, wow, you're a very powerful manifester. And perhaps you just recently have asked for help. And then, ta-da, the help is shown to you. It is my pleasure to guide you through it, because your life will change drastically. And the ones who stay with you, they will grow with you into the new version that you become, and they become actually together with you. So growth, you don't do that alone. Now the shedding, when it comes to your own layers, that's something that you have to do internally. So that will come to this more individualization, individuation. That's it. There is a part of the shedding that only you can do. Now, I ask with you the questions so you can do it together with yourself. And then have me as a soundboard so you can step into your growth.